Hi. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining. Take a moment to tone and just listen to your own voice for a moment. Sing a song to the planet. Okay. Thanks for being here. So, I'm just doing a quick share video because, all right, me and my friends have been talking about it, and I feel like I should share it with you guys. And these are things I will be sharing on my Patreon, which is almost up and ready. I'm kind of waiting until after Mercury retrograde to launch it, but I'm excited about it. Okay, so of recent, there's major things happening. So one of the major things that is happening that I want to share with you guys so that you are aware and to prepare your emotional selves is I'm hearing like the horror of the sea. So what we're seeing are a lot of videos lately, probably on social media. I don't know if it's on regular media. I think a little bit it is that the animals are running from something in the ocean. What I'm hearing is that it is a human made or like government made. I've heard like the participants in the New World Order are what they're wanting to do is to really create the theory of global warming. So let's just step away from that energy for a second and just let's just talk about the planet for a moment, and let's just talk about um, its its capability, its ability. Like, it has been here for so long, and if you want to go off of because I know I've mentioned literally I don't know what the shape of the planet is for sure. The planet tells me it is like an oval shape. Um, and that our concept of what the planet actually is something that we used to know. So, besides that, on this earth, we have been able to prove it is literally billions, if not trillions upon trillions of years old. And so it will remain. Global warming, global warming. It's a created man-made thing. The planet is quite resilient. And so what's going to happen is we're already seeing it with farms and food. We're seeing it with certain forms of government. And now we're going to see it in the waters. And there's a double agenda here. So there's they know there are people out there who are aware that things are an agenda and that there's a ritual and that there is a type of spell going on. Well, those are the people they're trying to affect. Everyone else is already going along. Their work is to affect those who keep resisting. So it's going to be really, really heartbreaking what you're going to see. It is really heartbreaking. It's extremely heartbreaking. Okay, so she's saying, it's gonna look really dire to us. And that's their plan is to basically have us give up. So don't try not to give up. Try to understand that, and not try to overstand and understand that this is one of the last battles. I'm hearing there's going to be a few, meaning 2 to 3 battles in that. So these type of all the truths are coming out. The truths are coming out about the indigenous peoples. that are so-called African Americans. Information is coming out about words and the spells that words have. Information is coming out about the numbers and the spells that numbers have. Information is coming out about the true Africa, or the true beginnings of the world, which is over here, not on the continent that they tell us is over there. We're All these truths are coming out. All these truths are coming out. So of course there's going to be a battle, because what happens when truths come out is a surge of excitement and a surge of relief, because even though the truth may hurt, there's a part of the person who was living in the lie but knew that it was a lie. So as soon as like others are like, oh my gosh, it's a lie, there's a sense of relief, because one, it's validation, and two, now something can change, or something can be done, or something can be said. And so okay, so what she's sharing with me to share with you all is an intentional. So, this is what they're not going to tell you: how actually powerful you are, how actually powerful we are, how powerful our minds are. So, if it's a web and we're all connected and there's a certain vibration, she's saying that if you are one of those people, you connect with the animals of the sea, you connect with the sea, and you help them understand, because their chaos, then we'll feed off of it, so it can work the other way around. I definitely think it's a sound that we can't hear that they can hear, because they also look like they're on defense. They have fear and defense. So I think they're testing. Oh my gosh, she just told me this. They're testing on the sea animals first before they test it on us. Man, that was no fun. That was no fun to hear and share. Okay, so this matches with what they were reading about the 24th. Okay. 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 Well, that's, I don't know what to say to that. What does she say? Mostly she says to just be aware and try to share it with people. And that we do have a mental power. So maybe our next, I say hour, like we're all in this together, we are, is a focus on reprogramming the program. Reprogramming, sending messages to the water, to the animals in the water, sending messages to your own DNA and any DNA relatives that you have. We have thousands. We have thousands. So, because the original program, the miraculous program created from said the creator, the great mother, the great creator, overrides any alien or human creation. We have that capability. That is the main agenda, is to keep us to never finding that out, never putting it to practice. All right, so that's the message for now. Take care of yourself, take care of each other. Little side note, healing tips are papaya. So both green and ripe papaya are extremely beneficial for your body. Okay, so the papaya, they have both genders. They have female gender, which is the one that kind of looks like the other one. It's a little more oval shaped. I think it's really hard to tell, but they have less seeds. That's how you know. And the seeds, from what I've seen, I don't know, I haven't eaten a lot of papayas yet, are more towards the top of the papaya than spread out throughout it, which would to me signify a female papaya. If you cut a papaya like this, so you have it long ways and you cut it in half, you will see by the opening, especially if you pull out the seeds, it looks like a womb or a vagina. It looks like the cervix. You can see how it would benefit those parts of your body. It's supposed to help remove fibroids. If you're pregnant or you have kidney stones, and I think there's something else, then you don't want to eat papaya. But you find that out when you have been diagnosed with those things, which you can and cannot eat. And so papaya will help so many things. It helps your glands, it helps the womb, it helps the breasts. And then the little tiny seeds, if you eat those, if you look at them, they look like little stomachs, and they look like little like woven together intestines. So it lets you know that you can chew them. I've seen both. Like, don't eat the seeds, and then I've seen do eat the seeds. I've learned for years that certain seeds, when eaten in small amounts, create great benefits to the body. And that's what they say about the seeds of the papaya. So that's a ripened papaya. So then the green papaya helps with very similar things, but also helps the mammary glands. It helps the lungs, but it's filled with latex because it hasn't ripened yet. So if you have a latex allergy, you definitely do not want to eat green papaya. And then the other huge message is to put your feet on the ground. Connect to the planet. She wants to connect with you. It's very, very important. There's a whole energy signature message happening. She told me this like a month ago, and I forgot to share it with you guys, but she's calling us. Please put your feet on the ground. I think there's two things happening. One is a signature share and a signature check. Okay? But the most important is that it's a way for her to talk to you directly and you to talk to her directly. And there's so much cleansing that happens and energizing, and if you know about earthing or grounding, it helps pull out certain stored, I would just like to say electricity or energy, and some scientists and doctors have theorized that the reason why there has been an increase in osteoporosis, arthritis, and joint problems is that people are wearing shoes all the time and they rarely connect to the earth. So what happens is that energy tries to release itself from the body, and it thinks the best way out is through the joints. So, earth, put your feet on the ground, put your hands on the ground. When you talk to the trees, their roots connect to all the other roots of all the other trees on the entire planet. That might be a good way to also talk to the ocean, right? Because some of the roots go into the ocean. All right. Until later, please take care of yourselves. I'll have more. See you next time.